We've been coming to Las Vegas about every 2 weeks over the last year or so, and we have about 150 trips total to Las Vegas over our lifetime. In today's video, we're going to talk about the worker shortages in the leisure and hospitality industry and let you know how they've impacted our trips to Las Vegas. In an article published recently in the Regional Gazette Journal, it was stated that there are still over 33,000 jobs that need to be recovered in leisure and hospitality from the peak in February of 2020. Also, an article in The Guardian stated that some of the tourists have been disappointed because they just don't see housekeepers around, they have a hard time getting clean towels, and when they do interact with staff, they have bad experiences. So some of the things that we've experienced here is that when we check into some of the properties, they tell you right up front that we are not offering housekeeping services. And then some other properties just allow you to opt out of housekeeping services. For us, we don't mind so much during our stay if we don't have the room cleaned because it's our own germs. The only thing we do expect is that the room is very clean after stays in between guests. So when we arrive, we want the room to be clean. So we've had our own experiences with hotels in the last several months, so let's talk a little bit about them. So first, we had an occasion where we showed up at check-in time, 3 o'clock, and they said they were short-staffed and our room wasn't gonna be ready for about an hour or two. They would text us, we never got a text. It didn't end up being until 6 o'clock when we got our room, so a little waiting there. And then there's another instance when we showed up to the Luxor and we got into our room. There was a big stain on the wall, a stain on the floor, and the more concerning thing was that there was a plastic bag that was over the smoke detector. So in that case, the stain, I mean, it was just a stain. It wasn't actually dirt, but we were just concerned about the smoke detector being covered. So we went downstairs to the front desk because we did not want to be held responsible for that smoke detector. Obviously, somebody wanted to avoid getting charged for smoking in their room or setting off the smoke detector and covered it up. But the last thing we needed is to be charged for somebody else's error. It was kind of surprising that nobody noticed it when they were in the room cleaning because it was pretty obvious. So anyway, the manager was very nice. He ended up comping our night there. On another occasion, when we walked into our room at the MGM Grand, the room hadn't been cleaned, or it was partially cleaned. We got in there and the bed was made and stuff, but there was food all over the place, like somebody had just ordered a bunch of food, taken it up and eaten the food. So we went back downstairs and the gal just easily switched our room. But even the room that we were switched into, when we got into the bathroom, you know, they put like glasses out for you to use when you're brushing your teeth or whatever, and there was one just out of place. But I mean, we weren't gonna go switch rooms again, we just didn't use that cup. And then we had an experience at the Golden Nugget recently where we came into our room and it was very dirty, and so we went back down and we were able to switch into a different room on that occasion. Now, I will say that all of those instances, the people that were working there were very kind. I think they understand that they are having issues with staffing and this is impacting their guest stay, and these things do happen, so they have been very apologetic and accommodating, and they're really trying to do the best for their guests. But this doesn't stop at the hotel room. The restaurants are being impacted as well. We've had times where we show up to eat at a restaurant. It's not even a busy time of the day, but we get there and there's like a 45-minute wait and you're wondering why, because there are a lot of empty tables. But turns out people just didn't show up to work. They didn't have enough workers. We've had this happen on more than one occasion. And then also sometimes if you go up to like a fast food type of place and they have the counter there's like maybe one person working behind the counter, because they just don't have the staff members, so the line gets really long. So that's really where the worker shortages have impacted our trips to Las Vegas in both the hotel accommodations and restaurants. And what are we doing to sort of help out there? Well, first of all, we are bringing our own disinfectant wipes with us. Just take some out of the can, throw them into a little baggie and bring them with us. And when we come in, we're just wiping down the surfaces that are normally touched, like the doorknobs, the light switches, the toilet seat, just to kind of make sure that we have things cleaner, because because things could happen, and we'll bring our own sandals along with us so we're not walking around on a potentially dirty floor. But all in all, I think if you're going to be coming to Vegas and you're worried about the worker shortages, the only thing I can tell you is to have patience. This is something that will pass, and really there's not much you can do about it. Just have patience. I will tell you that the people that we have encountered have all been nice. We have not experienced the people that are working who are not responsive or not helpful. People are very nice to us because we're nice to them, I guess. But I would say have patience with them. They are working very hard. They are probably having to do a lot more work. So we have to appreciate the people that are doing these jobs, even a little more so these days. Well, if you liked this video, be sure to watch this one as well. I think you will enjoy it. And we appreciate you watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.